What's good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in the building, and today, as y'all can see by the looks of the title and the screen, I'm gonna be bringing y'all the first ever two-way rugged point build. Now, I'm telling you, when it comes to this build, we are actually going to be able to get the most defensive badges that we have ever seen for a rugged point build, but also on top of that, including for being a rare lockdown. So again, this is definitely going to be one of those builds that y'all can definitely use depending on how you like to make your builds and what game modes you like to use. So before we get into the making, man, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. To the Rich Gang family and any new supporters, I would appreciate it if y'all went ahead and hit that like button. It helps me out so much. But also do not forget to turn on post notifications so y'all can see when I upload every single day. And last but not least, do not forget to share this banger with your family and friends, y'all. So when it comes to this two-way rugged point build, what you want to go ahead and do is, of course, put it under the point guard position. Then, when it comes down to the pie chart, this is actually going to be a very key thing when it comes to making this build. Go ahead and pick the pie chart that is going to be split with just the defensive and the red. So that's going to be that one right here. And as y'all can see, when it comes to the physical profile, a lot of people tend to go and pick the very first one just because of the speed. But if you go ahead and pick the fourth one, look at the difference. You're getting a huge, big boost on your vertical, and the speed and acceleration are not taking a big hit at all. So this build and this pie chart with the ones that I just showed y'all is definitely going to be perfect. So now let's go ahead and get into the breakdown of the actual stats on this build. Be sure to follow along because each and every one of these stats is as is for a main reason. If you change anything with any of these stats, you're going to risk changing up the build name, and we do not want that. So let's go ahead and start off with the finishing. We're going to go with a 69 close shot, 79 driving layup, and a 67 driving dunk. We're not going to be able to get any badges right here when it comes to the finishing, but that's all right because when it comes to the shooting, max out your mid-range shot, put that three-pointer to a 50, max out your free throw, and then the same thing with the post fade. We're going to be able to max that out. That's going to give us 5 badges. Then when it comes to the pass accuracy, this is going to be a very key thing right here. So when it comes to this build, make sure that you keep the pass accuracy at a 75. Do not go to a 76. If you do, the build name is going to change once you get into the height, weight, and wingspan. For the ball handle and post moves, you can max both of these out for 11 badges. Then when it comes to the defense, max out your interior defense. Same thing with the perimeter, but you could actually only go up to a 74. So that's the max for this build. Lateral quickness is going to be 95. Same thing with the steal. And then when it comes to the rebounding, you could make the offensive and the defensive both the same if you want to. But if you go ahead and take off most of the attributes from the offensive and put them into the defensive, we're actually going to be able to get a couple of extra badges. 25 for the defensive. So honestly, I'm telling you, going to be a very nice setup when it is all said and done. Let's go ahead and check out what the body shape we're going to go with is. Burly, in my opinion, is honestly going to be the very best one that you can pick. Then when it comes to the height, I'm going to go with 6'8". But like I said, if you want to, be sure to test this build out at other heights, other weights, and other wingspans if you feel like you want to make some adjustments. So the 6'8" is going to be perfect for the height. Weight is going to be maxed out, and then when it comes to the wingspan, you definitely want to go ahead and max this out as well. You're making it the best possible lockdown defender in the game that you possibly can make. And also on top of that, you're also going to be able to guard any build 1 through the 5. Takeovers are playmaking and lockdown, and as y'all can see, we have made the rugged point. Lonzo Ball as well as LaMelo Ball for the comparisons. Now, let's go ahead and check out what this build is actually going to be looking like once we grind it out to 99. I'm telling you, this build is actually going to be very surprising when it is all said and done. So we're going to be getting a +8 to the physical, so our speed and acceleration are both going to be in the high 80s. Vertical, going to be pretty much a 99 with that 97. Then when it comes to the close shot with boost, close shot's going to be in the 80s. Driving layup and the driving dunk will be in the high 70s. Then when it comes to the mid-range shot, This is going to be in the 70s with boost, as well as if you are running with a teammate with floor general. Free throw is going to be in the high 80s. Post fade is going to be in the 70s. Then when it comes to the pass accuracy, same thing with the ball handle. Both of these will be in the 70s. Then on the defense, the interior defense will be in the 80s. 70s for the perimeter defense. High 90s for the lateral quickness and steal. Then when it comes to the block as well as the defensive rebound, both of these are going to be 99, y'all. So I'm telling you, if you grind this build out, buy boost, and run with the right teammates, you are definitely going to be in good hands. When it comes to the finishing badge, the only one that I would consider for this build is going to be Lob City Finisher. From there, let's go ahead and get into the shooting. What I'm going to go ahead and do is spread the wealth right here. I feel like that is honestly the very best option that you can go with. So I'm going to go with the bronze catch and shoot, corner specialist, green machine, volume shooter, as well as hot zone hunter. Now, if you want to, go ahead and take off green machine as well as hot zone hunter, and then from there you could go with gold catch and shoot, or even silver corner specialist as well as silver catch and shoot. Then when it comes to the playmaking, we got 11 badges to work with. So I'm going to go ahead and start it off with the most important badges. And for me, that's going to start it off with quick first step on gold. From there are a lot of badges that you can put on for this build, especially if you are looking to help out your teammates. 2 badges that I'm going to highly consider are going to be floor general as well as dimer. If you want to, you can definitely put on handles for days on gold. I feel like it's not going to be necessary just for this specific build, so I'm going to go with bronze when it comes to handles for days. From there, I'm also going to go ahead and put on flashy passer. We can put that on gold as well. And if you want to break ankles, go ahead and put on space creator. If you want to go ahead and be faster in transition, go ahead and put on downhill. I feel like dimer is going to be really good in the long run, but for the very last bronze badge, you could go with unpluckable or bailout. It really comes down to your preference. Now, let's go ahead and get into the very last setup of these badges, which is going to be the defense. So as y'all can see, we got 25 badges to work with, so y'all know we most definitely want to go ahead and put on the most important badges first, and that's going to be Intimidator as well as Clamps. So when it comes to the 2 bronze badges that I put on, that's going to be Interceptor as well as Chase Down Artist. Other ones that I really like for Hall of Fame are going to be Rim Protector as well as Rebound Chaser. Now, we have room for one more Hall of Fame badge, and if you're going to go ahead and put one on, for my preference, I'm telling you right now, Defensive Leader is going to be super overpowered, definitely going to be a huge help to the build, but also when it comes down to the last couple of bronze badges, I'm going to go with Lightning Reflexes as well as Tireless Defender. If you want to, you could even go with Box, Worm, or upgrade your Tireless Defender. That's his final setup we're going to go with. 25, 11, 5, and 1. Thank y'all so much to everybody who came through and made it. Just know I got another banger dropping for y'all tomorrow, so y'all most definitely going to want to tune in for that. But man, I truly appreciate y'all. So man, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. To the Rich Gang family and any new supporters, I would appreciate it if y'all went ahead and hit that like button. That helps me out so much. Go ahead and share this banger with your family and friends. But last but not least, be sure to turn on post notifications so y'all can see when I upload every single day. Man, with all that being said, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.